We have Freedom Under Law's Nicole Fritz with us now. Thank you, Nicole. You've played an integral role as Freedom Under Law in bringing this case to court and really trying to change the instability and integrity that's been so lacking at the National Prosecuting Authority since, you could say, 2007. Are you happy with today's judgment?
We are delighted with the judgment. We brought the application together with Corruption Watch, believing that the way in which Mr. Nxasana's employment at the National Prosecuting Authority had been terminated compromised the independence of that office. We saw the Constitutional Court today underlining the importance of that independence, saying it lies at the heart of our constitutional democracy, saying that to subvert the criminal justice system is to subvert the rule of law. And so we believe today's judgment is absolutely a vindication and a strengthening of our constitution, its democracy and institutions that support that democracy.
What did the justices say, if you could just unpack for us, about Shaun Abrams? Was he a victim of a fruit from the poison tree, or does he lack the integrity to carry on in his position?
Right, so they made no finding on Mr. Abraham's performance as head of the National Prosecuting Authority, but they said that he was a beneficiary of the abuse of power, that the former president, Jacob Zuma, was intent on removing Mr. Nxasana from office, and that in doing so by an unlawful and constitutional act, there could then be no lawful appointment of a successor. And so the court doesn't necessarily make any findings in respect of Mr. Abrahams, but it does say that he was the beneficiary of the abuse of power. They say that essentially what needs to happen is that the years of paralysing instability at the National Prosecuting Authority have to end, and that this provides the new administration with such a beginning.
Not a lot of sympathy or positive adjectives for the former president.
No, and so I think the court was very clear that the former president was absolutely intent on abusing the powers that were attached to his office in order to rid himself of somebody who'd become cumbersome to him, that was Mr. Nxasana. And so absolutely not a flattering portrayal of the former president, a sense that he had compromised and subverted our criminal justice system and our constitutional democracy.
Every president wants to surround themselves with people that they have trust in. Do you think our current president, Cyril Ramaphosa, is any different, or do you think that he is going to be the man who will appoint a person of independence and integrity?
Well, I don't want to speculate. I mean, I certainly hope that with a ruling like today's, which is very clear on the importance of the independence of the National Prosecuting Authority to our Constitution, this precedent now that the court will step in and very clearly demarcate those boundaries, that whatever his predisposition, the president will now appoint somebody of unimpeachable honesty and integrity that will be able to provide leadership to this absolutely integral institution, that we will have no more of the paralysing instability.
Thank you so much. That was Nicole Fritz from Freedom Under Law.